Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. I hate that you're not in class, but we're going to go ahead and start on our math lesson for today. Today, we're going to review the parts of a fraction. We introduced it last week. Today, we're going to make sure we have a good understanding of the numerator and the denominator, okay? So if I put 1/3 on the board, that top number means that in a shape, whether it's a circle or square or rectangle, the top number means how many parts are shaded. Remember when we did our math PE, we said top number, shade, bottom number, all the pieces. You have to count all the pieces. So that means I'm looking for a shape with 3 total pieces. I'm going to make sure that I understand that that is the total amount. So let's say we see a circle, and we're going to divide it into 3 pieces. That's not really good. Let Ms. Precise do it again. All right, so I'm going to draw me a circle, and I'm going to divide it into 3 pieces. We'll learn later on in class, boys and girls, that when you have a circle and you shade it, or you have 3 parts, which is thirds, the only way to do it is with the letter Y, a capital Y. Okay, so notice I have 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. I want us to practice making those dashes out beside each part so you know to count all the parts. The 1 at the top means that I need 1 shaded. So I would have 1 piece shaded. So to interpret that picture, I would say that's 1/3. I would say 1/3. What would I say? Good job. 1/3. 1/3. So understanding that these are how we interpret fractions. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at 2/4. 2/4. Now remember, that tells me that I'm going to look for 2 things shaded. The top number shade, the bottom number pieces, all the pieces. So this time, let's look at a square. Let's look at a square. All right, if I want to take my square and I need to divide it into 4 parts. Remember we used that vocabulary word last week, partition? Partition means cut it up. I need to cut it up into 4 equal parts. Let's see if this is equal. Is that equal, boys and girls? No, those are 4 unequal parts. When you partition a shape, you have to make sure that it's equal parts. Fourths is another special way. If I want to partition a shape into fourths, I always like to do that plus sign. It gives me a pretty window. So when you partition into fourths, you want to remember that you have the window or that you can do the plus sign. Now remember, the top number tells me to shade. How many parts I need to shade? Right here I need to shade 2. So I'm going to shade 1, 2. It doesn't matter which ones you shade as long as you shade 2. And I read that 2/4. Make sure you have the TH, 2/4. I also can say that that's 2 out of 4 pieces that are shaded. 1, 2. Now remember, I want us to check and make sure that we've got 4 pieces. So I'm going to change my pen color and I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got 4 total pieces. So that is 2/4. That is 2/4. All right, now let's see if I can give you a picture and you help me identify it, okay? Let's do a circle. Remember, those shapes that we're going to see are going to be circles, squares, and rectangles. I want to put this circle into 4 parts. I'm not going to say I need 4s. What do you think I'm going to say, boys and girls? That's right, 4ths. Put that TH on it. Now, let's see. I need 4 equal parts. I can't just have 4 parts or whatever. 4 equal parts. So let's see. All right, guys. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to think. Is that 4 equal parts? No, you're right. That is not 4 equal parts. That is 4 parts. But when we do fractions and we partition, we have to make sure they are equal. We have to make sure that they are equal. So let Ms. Precise try it again. All right, so there's my circle. I remember I need to do a plus sign if I have 4ths. I'm going to do a plus sign if I have 4ths. Let's count them and make sure we have 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. Now remember, when I see my 4 total pieces, where do I put the total pieces? Not at the top. I put them where? At the bottom. That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. going to put 4 on the bottom because remember when we talk about fractions, we have 2 numbers, a top and a bottom.